Welcome back to another Mercs Legion war recap video, and today we're going to bring you our last war, and it is a, oh, not a win. Well, it was close though. I mean, if you take a look here, we had a 93.87% to their 88.2%. So, as far as percentage goes, we absolutely crushed them. But when it came to getting that last star, we fell a little short here, and it was really close. I mean, let's take a look here at this one. We had a 97% 1-star. Oh, I know how frustrating that is. You're yelling at your troops, go, 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 and they just don't quite finish. But we do have some good attacks that we'd like to show you this war, even though we didn't quite finish on top. We're going to go all the way down here to the bottom. The first one we want to look at is Sheree, and he is doing a dragon attack. I'm sorry, Sheree is a guy, and Sheree is kind of a girl's name too, and I apologize, Sheree. I know you're a guy. I'm working on it, dude. Alright, so want to talk to you about dragon deployment in this one. If you notice, what we're going to do is on that top left side, we're going to start our funnel on the outside, but notice how Sheree, he doesn't drop all of the dragons equally throughout that funnel. He dropped them a little far on the north side, but he also didn't alternate placement. He kind of dropped them in a line. The reason for that is we wanted those dragons to move towards the center of where his funnel is. And as you can see here, the large pack of dragons went in right where that enemy dragon came out. The balloons were able to skirt right around the enemy dragon, get in there and take out these defenses. The heroes of this attack weren't so much the dragons, it were the balloons in this one. These balloons got in there and just completely wrecked face. That was awesome. Great planning on that, and it worked out really well because he was able to see where the balloons would path, drop the dragons in such a way that they're going to distract a little bit, get in there and take out the rest of the space without a problem. So excellent job funneling the dragons in a little unconventional way, but on a very purposeful way to get those 3 stars. Very good job, Sheree. Alright, let's move up just a little bit in our ranks here. We're going to take a look at a Town Hall 8 Go-Ho by Little Bo. And Little Bo's just down here wrecking up all these Town Hall 8s, and it's awesome to see. And we're going to go and do this attack here. This is not a cleanup attack, and if you look throughout the base, there are several spots for giant bombs, Teslas, and a couple of spots for double giant bombs in the middle. So what we need to do is we need to do a little test as we do our attack to figure out which one of these spots is going to be a giant bomb or possibly a double giant bomb spot. The double giant bomb spots are a little hard to get to. However, if we attack it either from the northeast or the northwest, that means we would most likely run across these double giant bombs on the short side, meaning we'll hit one bomb and then the other bomb, which means if we drop a heal there, they'll be fine. So let's take a look at the bottom. Right above each cannon is a spot for a giant bomb. So how are we going to test that? We're going to drop in a couple of golems. Now before we get going, I want to show you we have these minions, and these minions are well placed to take out a couple buildings that are a little trash. They're not going to play a huge role in the war. It's just helping to facilitate cleanup starting early on in the attack. Golems move in. They're targeted by the cannons. It leaves your wizards plenty of room to get in there and take out the rest of the trash buildings. And these golems and wizards are going to take out that bottom quarter of the base. Alright, left side golem walks in. There's a giant bomb. That means on the right side there's another good chance that that's going to be a giant bomb. King walks in. Okay, no bomb. So now we know we've got 2 bombs left inside the base. One of the 2x2 spots has been revealed as a Tesla, so now we just have those 2 possible double giant bomb spots. One Tesla pops, the other one goes. That means we've got 2 single bombs. We drop the heal spells over those. We're pre-healing. You don't want to drop the heal after the bomb goes off. At that point, it could be disastrous. So if you pre-heal, meaning drop the heal before the hogs get there, they're going to run over the bomb. Bomb pops, they instantly get healed, and then your hogs are going to stay alive a lot longer. Now that last bomb did get the hogs a little bit weakened, but because there were no defenses left, the king is down. We're on cleanup mode, so though it didn't really affect this attack very much. However, the spot was pre-healed had hogs moved over that giant bomb spot. So a really solid attack. Again, not a cleanup attack. This was Little Bo's called base. He hit it early on in the war and just did a fantastic job of tearing it up. So very good job, Little Bo, getting another 3 stars for the Mercs Legion. Alright, so those are a couple Town Hall Town Hall 8 attacks, I'd like to go ahead and move up the ranks and show you a couple of Town Hall 9 attacks. This first one we're going to show you is number 4. This is done by Pratzilla. He went in and did a cool hog attack, and I wanted to show you. And it's kind of a good way to deal with giant bombs in this one also. This is a cleanup attack, however, the deployment he uses in this one can be used if it's the first attack on the base. Also want to give props to Facundo. This is a really cool base design, however, it's very susceptible to the hogs. It looks aesthetically pleasing, however, hogging this base is going to be kind of easy, especially if you know how to drop your hogs. Alright, so we got our kill squad moving in to take out the enemy queen. We were able to trip one of the giant bombs in the process. Also, this one of the things that's really good about this base design is it's good against Laloon style attacks, because we've got the 2 high level ADs in the middle and you've got the 2 little ones on the outside. If you drop your lava hounds on the outside weaker air defenses, it's a little bit of a toss up to which one they're going to go to. Most likely they'll go to the north instead of the south one. So it's just part of the base design that is good. I do appreciate. Alright, now check this out. We're doing some hog deployment here. Dropping 2 or 3 hogs in here, 2 or 3 there, drops a heal spell. A couple more hogs come in. We're going to move over to another spot. 2 or 3 hogs come in. We're just making sure that we're not going to lose all our hogs, or all of them will get damaged to these giant bombs that are inside the core of the base. Well, kind of the core of the base, right around the rim of it. So we drop a couple more hogs, 2 more hogs, 3 more hogs on another spot. We're then going to drop our last heal spell just to make sure all the hogs stay up as much as possible. And because we were able to cut off the defenses to the hogs, they were able to path in a counterclockwise rotation around this base, and it just worked out absolutely beautiful. The hogs ended up where the Barb King is. They take it out with a couple of swings. Boom goes the Barb King, and now we are on cleanup mode, folks. It worked out exceptionally well. Now, even if this hadn't been a cleanup attack, the surgical deployment, the patience on dropping the hogs and the heal spells is what's going to win you that base. So very good job, Pratzilla, showing us how it's done at Town Hall 9. Alright, we're going to move up to the last one at the very top. This is our fearless leader for Horsemen. Clashing it up here with giants and hogs. That's right, folks, I said giants. He does bring a couple of golems in here, or a golem. However, it's really the giants and the hogs that do the most work for us here. Even though there's only 3 giants, the way he's going to use them is fantastic. Now take a look at this little gap here. This is a typical base that's been modified, and it left a little bit of a hole. That hole is absolutely disastrous because of that right there. The queen jumping over, and she's completely vulnerable to whatever gets into that compartment. 4 horsemen saw this, planned for it, exploited it, and tore up that part of the base as well as the queen. So the golem, Barb King, queen, witches, and a couple of wizards move into this compartment, and because the queen shoots one of the troops, Barb King's going to be like, hey, what the hey, you attacking my troops? I'm going to come over, swipe, swipe, boom goes the archer queen, she's down. So now that that's down, that entire compartment is down. So check this out, we're dropping 1 giant and then a couple of hogs on each of these corners. The point of doing this is to let the giant tank the damage while the hogs move in. You're going to see it over here on the right side really clearly. Drops the giant, here come the clan castle hogs, and then he's going to drop the remaining bit of his hogs at top. The defenses are distracted at this point, folks, so 1 giant is doing its job. You could make an argument, well, giants and hogs, they're the same troop space, why not just bring the extra firepower? Well, because the giants are tougher than the hogs. Hogs have a higher hit point, they're going to do more damage, I get that. However, the giant is going to take a little bit more damage, giving that much more time to your hogs. And the more time you can give to your hogs to do the damage, the better shape your hogs are going to be. Take out more defenses, it's a snowball effect. Boom, we've got another 3 stars, 4 horsemen, tearing up the number 1. So even though it wasn't quite a win of a war, we did get in there and have some really solid 3-star attacks. Keep up the hard work, Mercs Legion. Hopefully this next war we'll be able to give away $10. So this is going to be Eureka Havoc signing out, reminding you guys to always clash without fear.